Perfect.
Can I just say welcome back? Should we do a little cheer?
Yeah, cheers all.
Cheers all.
John, thank you for the coffee.
Thank you,
Yeah,
John.
but I've got to get round now.
Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, thank you.
This is
Thank
the
you,
first
John.
time we're filming these episodes, so it's a bit of a
Right, thank you.
logistical change.
Cheers all.
Cheers, everyone.
Oh, geez.
Thank you.
Oh, geez.
No, I feel a bit left out,
no.
but
Arms
Don't
not
hit
working,
the
is it?
bloody mic.
Yeah, but now I've almost not got enough room to drink.
Yeah, whoever made that's disgusting. Thank you for trying to poison me. God bless you.
Who was it?
Hayley, I
was
told
it?
you I was never going to wear it.
It's a bit spicy.
It's
It's a bit
what?
spicy.
Spicy.
Is it hot?
As in spicy hot.
Is it mixed
hot?
in? Open up the lid. We had to try and mix in as a nightmare.
what did you make him, John, a tea?
I'm not quite sure what that is, actually. That's definitely not a tea.
Does it taste?
It says tea on the top, but it's definitely not a tea.
Does it taste a little bit like tea?
No, it tastes like poison. It's a
Don't drink it.
Oh, well, we've got to go one day.
This is anal Adam getting back at you for wanting you to kill your dog.
Yeah,
what was it you
that was
just
Alex's
said?
idea.
All dogs pass away eventually.
We just follow what we're being told.
So, Ross, over to you. You're our social media guru, I believe. What's the agenda for today's
I'm not sure. Ultimately, we don't have one, which probably sums up the charity's plan
Amazing.
in general.
So you're executive host with no plan.
Yeah,
Fair. I like it.
they've given me the reins and we're currently lost in the ocean.
I was going to say, I missed the piece of paper.
You're that bloke driving the Titanic. He didn't know what was going on either.
No.
Did he?
Just close your eyes and you'll be fine. It won't hurt a minute.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm going to share my coffee.
No, I'm fine.
Sure.
Do you want to share my squash?
I'm good, thanks. I just don't trust anybody anymore. That's another story.
I have to take ownership. It was my idea for
What?
the prank,
There's just a few mice
but
droppings
the
in there.
prank master John said it was a rubbish prank.
And?
What, try to poison me?
It's not poison.
Yeah, but the
it's-
thing is, I knew it wouldn't
hang on.
phase him.
If you had to guess what's in that tea, what would you guess
Oh,
is
this is
in
good.
there?
Decent. We turned it into a game.
I would say it was something on the lines of there's some peppers or
Peppers or peppercorn?
not peppercorn in your eyes. Just something really stupid, actually.
No, it's not.
Systematic of you, Hayley. Really.
What's that mean?
Silly.
I mean, off topic, Jimmy would smash it in the jungle, wouldn't
What, I'm a celeb, get me out of
there.
there.
I'd be happy to
he? He
be
would,
there.
wouldn't he? All the drinking and eating
Is that
things.
why we've
I
got
don't
this
think
plan?
that wouldn't phase you at all, would it? You wouldn't really be bothered by
No,
it.
not really. I've eaten a few weird things in my life and drunk a few weird things as well, actually.
It's sriracha mayo. Is that, have I said that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, what?
Sriracha mayo.
Yeah, that sounds...
It's spicy.
Local.
Do you remember that time you did the cinnamon challenge?
that,
Oh, yeah, see, that was
that was a
funny.
challenge.
So you
That
could have
was a
just done
challenge.
that.
that was a
Although
challenge,
probably
actually.
not this
Oh,
year.
you wouldn't
It's
do
a
it
bit
again?
too clean and tidy.
Yeah, a bit silly, really.
Why did you even do that?
Because I was just like the local butt of most jokes, so let's let him do it. It's like,
Someone get their violin
my nickname's
out.
actually butt.
Have you tried it? I've never done it. It
Smallest
looks
violin.
horrific.
Well, cinnamon chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done it.
I wouldn't do
Is
it.
it
no.
awful? It looks...
It is. It's
Like
not nice.
rancid.
It just leaves you with nothing.
So, go on then, Ross. Worst prank ever played on you, Ross?
The worst prank.
Are you classing worst as
Anything. Where you felt like an absolute buffoon.
I've got a good one, actually. Off the top of my head, it was when I was here during placement year, so we're talking 2018, 19. I was very much into the gym at that time. And randomly, I used to go before my working day at like 5, 6 in the morning.
That's really
Anyway, one day the gym happened to be so full that the only locker I could get was the very top locker.
yeah.
So I put my bag in the top locker, do my thing, get my earphones out. As I open my bag to get my earphones out, I'm just basically rainfall of carrot is falling down in the middle of the gym.
Of what carrot?
Yeah, just loads of cut up carrot pieces at 6 in the morning. And obviously
That's
everyone's in there and
quality.
it's quite quiet at that time.
Yeah, brilliant.
And suddenly it's boom, 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 boom. And I look down and everyone's suddenly looking at me and I'm confused, they're confused and there's just carrot at my feet.
Standard.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Isn't it?
Yeah, and I know who done that, John.
That was you, John, wasn't it?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you.
What?
Yeah,
the
this
thing.
is years
This is how
ago.
serious John takes pranking, is that he never owns
No. Where were you training to? Oh, can
the
we
place.
not say?
The place down in Dadstock.
Are we allowed to say
Right. Okay.
Down the bottom. Down the bottom.
the bottom?
No, that wasn't
Hayley,
it.
yours greatest prank played on you?
The greatest?
Well, there's probably been many, but just name one.
You can't say Tom's keys.
No. I...
No.
Is it had to have happened to me?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Or you've done the pranking.
Or you've done it to somebody else.
No, I'm
actually.
not a good pranker.
Case in point, prove that at the start of the show.
Is that poison again?
Got
Back
a lot of
to
work to do.
poison
I
cat.
thought that was a good one.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah,
I think the best one I've seen within SFC is Josh in the bar in Jersey
100%.
when he was. It was a over 21s bar and he was 20.
Hook, line and stinker. I've got him.
Yeah.
What I loved, I took like a director role on that one.
Yeah, do you want to explain what you've done for the people listening,
You're
watching?
like Spielberg, actually, John.
It's quite a long story, isn't it? So how old was Josh at the time?
He was 20.
20.
Is that
He was a year short.
developmentally or chronologically?
So then out in Jersey, you then had to be over 21, didn't you? Pass, was it 9 o'clock to
Yeah.
drink in a bar? So we basically then convinced Josh, who works for us, that
Careful that we're
security were then checking everybody's ID in the bar. So then I kind of like drip fed it throughout the night, got multiple people involved in it. And then in the end result was then Josh then grabbed his coat and was then slowly walking out the door. I think being escorted by maybe Joey.
Yeah, Mr.
At
Rossi.
which point we then just said, Josh, yeah, it's all ball, beep, mate. And then everyone just burst out laughing.
But he
But
genuinely fell for
he
it.
proper fell for that. But that a lot of people though like were involved in
Played
that.
their part, didn't they?
It was so funny because obviously no one then actually come over and approached any of us.
No.
And we like done a good enough job to convince
Is
them they were going to
this
kick them out.
Jersey with the police in the swimming pool incident?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So is this one of
there
our...
was a particular
John,
netball team that
if
almost
we
got
went-
banned.
If we had a war,
Go on.
I know you would not have anyone's back other than yourself.
Oh, I'm getting out there as soon as.
Yeah, yeah.
Save yourself.
You
He's got a
literally...
parachute. hasn't
Yeah, save yourself.
he? He's got a parachute.
Yeah, we had a little midnight dip.
I'm just disappointed I missed it, actually.
The
Yeah,
night
but you never got
porter-
busted though, did you?
Yes, I got busted because
just
I was
too
waiting
slow,
for
innit?
Jilly because she lost her glasses.
Oh,
and
in the
then
pool.
you
Feeble.
ran
oh
Feeble that.
she'd have talked her way out of that. She'd have talked her way out of that.
and he was going to call the police. I said, for what? Going in a swimming pool. And then he referenced
Oh, go on.
Michael Barrymore.
Oh, dear.
I was like, oh, that's dark.
It's a bit deep, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Although that wasn't the craziest thing on that trip. The craziest thing was the bar we visited.
The
It's
what?
full of strange
bar.
people. It's full of strange
You
people.
remember when we
isn't
went to the bar?
The dive bar.
Yeah.
it? Yeah, some
I
strange...
do
old-
like
remember
a good
this.
dive
Old
bar.
Millie led us
You
to a
went
particular
home.
bar
Oh, yeah,
in
well,
Jersey.
yeah. I was thinking of like alcoholic bar.
Were you
sorry.
not there?
Yeah,
No,
we
mate, I
went
was tucked up
home.
in bed asleep.
Yeah, I was...
Oh,
Did so.
so you were on the trip. You
We
just
were
weren't
Sammy
out on the bar.
Sensible.
He was
Yeah.
on his best
We
behaviour.
were Sammy Sensible.
Jimmy, did you come?
No, I was Sammy Sensible.
He
the
was
only ones
he
that
was
can
just
actually speak
awoken by
about
you
this is me and
fools.
Yeah, but we're always last at a party.
It was mental though, wasn't it? Generally,
I didn't
it was
like it.
probably the dodgiest bar I think I've ever been in.
We've had a...
In like
we've
a
had
particular
we've had
wealthy
quite
place.
a few really good SSC Christmas parties over the years.
Go on then, Jim. Rate them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, which is the best?
Well, looking back, the trip to... Sally's passed away. Merv who came. He was just a wonderful man. Came on a trip to... Else, where did we go when Merv went?
Madrid?
I think it was, Madrid's probably that one. Yeah, that was quite an eye-opener. A fair bit of chaos that evening. As the night progressed, it got a bit more and more complex. And one person got lost and two sort of knew where they were going. And the rest sort of knew what they were doing, but that's another
Merv
story.
was always as cool as a cucumber,
Oh,
though.
he was a dude.
No
Oh,
matter
he
what
was.
Absolutely,
situation
yeah,
we
he was a
got
lovely
in.
man.
Oh yeah, he was.
Wonderful man.
Nothing phased him.
We were
Yeah.
talking about him earlier, weren't
Nothing
we?
We were, yeah.
Yeah.
Although the chap you were then saying that got lost in Madrid, the only directions we had was used by a square. And for anybody that's ever been to Madrid, there's a lot of them.
And we went to Barcelona. Remember, Hayley? Who
Barcelona was the
got,
first
did you
one.
get? Is it you got stuck in the lift?
We all got stuck
we
in the
all
lift.
actually, about 4 or 5 of us stuck in the
Yeah.
lift. Yeah.
I wasn't meant to be there.
No, because you're undercover, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I missed. That was the
Oh.
first one that didn't go.
That's where we've been.
Yeah. Rate that.
Oh, decent. That's number one. Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Centre Parks was a bit of a weird one last.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was strange. Started off all good up on the high ropes and stuff, and then I went literally low ropes. That was weird.
And what was the
What an insight.
what was going back to pranks?
Yes.
Oh, Jim,
But the thing is, I've had many.
Yeah,
I've
you're
had
gonna
many
have a
played
shed
on.
load.
I've had many played on me, never on others.
Do you feel like, what was the word? Baboon? Did you
Baboozled.
Baboon,
What?
yes.
Did you say
Yeah,
you feel like a
buffoon.
a buffoon?
Oh, a buffoon.
Is
A bumbling buffoon.
Is a buffoon different to a baboon?
Yeah, that's his cousin.
Yeah. Yeah, they're relatives.
What's the difference then, smart asses?
One's got a pink bottom, one's got a white bottom.
Okay,
And one's Jimmy and one's not.
I don't know if he's telling the truth.
does one feel a baboon after the sriracha mayo?
Yes. My answer is yes.
Come on then, Jim. Give us one that we can say.
Well, there was a prank actually.
camera.
Hayley, you played a prank on me when I got too much tea. We went to Centre Parks one day to do it was actually I think we were looking after a family down in Centre Parks one day and we went down to do some food, and there was just discussion about some facial hair and stuff, and I just
yeah.
it's one of those things
Oh,
I'll
yes.
never ever forget. But I guess the nicest thing was that I've never laughed so much for such a sustained period of time.
I think that's the best acting I've
Yeah.
ever
Wonderful,
done.
yes. That was
that-
Oscar.
yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, if we had
I don't even
I don't know
how that come
we
about.
kept a straight
I don't know
face.
how that come about.
No,
We were
that
talking
was-
about
that
because
was funny.
I'd bought a wig.
Oh,
as
there we
in
go.
yes. Anyway,
as in a wig for my head.
Go, yeah.
yeah. It's all getting a bit quiet now, isn't it?
Very
It's like
specific.
we're all
Is
a
that
bit
really
like,
needed
I
context?
don't know how, but then
You got confused.
You assumed it was a wig for another region of my body, and then we just played on that, didn't we? And we convinced you that
Yeah,
it was
that
the
actually
other
was.
style
To be
wig.
fair, you did well on that. Actually.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
good
I'd
line of
forgotten about that one. That should have
Yeah.
been my
Yeah, that
The
was
thing is,
good.
if you think about it, over the last 10 years, there's been a million things that have happened, silly pranks and stuff. We've all actually done to each other and others. That's just the team, not somebody else we see. And it should always hopefully carry on because actually it's a little bit of our DNA of laughter and fun and joy.
You actually, I've never seen you laugh so much when you thought that
yes,
was
good.
actually
Oh,
the case.
100%,
You nearly
yeah.
crashed the car.
Quite
Yeah.
possibly in a ditch. You're right,
Yeah,
actually.
you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. All the fruit and veg went everywhere, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bread.
There was also the other time that we were getting escorted off the site. Remember that one? Because what we then like to do, we would then go down and then we'd drop off a load of sort of food at the lodge.
Sneak back into the swimming pool.
And then we would then go
Sorry,
for a
Centre Parks.
Yeah, that didn't
yeah,
happen.
a cheeky little swim.
You can't do that now.
Yeah, and then there was the gentleman who was obviously trying to be really kind, but just wanted to make sure that we didn't get lost. So it was just escorted
Literally escorted off the site.
off the premises.
See, that's what happens. You're kind of people. People aren't
Were you
kind.
tempted? Were you tempted to run?
Yeah, well, we were
Yeah.
tempted to like
Split the
quickly take
pack.
a left.
Yeah.
You know, and bless him, he would have been so confused because he'd be like, oh, they've lost. I don't quite know how we got out of that one in the end, but we did. We ended up
I don't
in
think
the
I was there
rapids.
then.
There were some great trips actually down to Centre Parks, to be fair.
That was one of, I think, probably the first kindness that we ever did, wasn't it? Was giving families.
Yeah. Well, again,
Probably was, actually.
I remember the lady over, and we met a lady in Cambridge, Hayley, you and I met that. I always remember actually, she's quite poignant that she was so understandably nervous of us, which is fair because we
Yeah,
turned
why
up.
me?
Well,
Who
you
wouldn't
actually, not
be?
me. Yeah. And I remember her rubbing her throat or stuff, whatever, or Adam's apple or something like that. And it was actually getting quite awkward. So I remember leaving because obviously I was a male and she'd had a negative experience with the male in her life. Yeah, that was a bit like blimey, but she was lovely. And
She was like, she
One
got
of-
a trip. Her and her kids got a
that's
trip.
But
Never
also-
seen her again.
yeah, and I think that bit about not necessarily seeing her ever again is actually also important.
Yeah, that's
that it's all
class.
right.
Yeah.
You know, she was lovely. And,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
didn't know her before. We just knew of her and thought actually this lady deserves a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
And to be able to offer that was just wonderful.
I think again, if you look back, there's been so many of those moments where when you sit back and reflect and go, "This happened because of this." Because in the moment you're rushing around doing bits and pieces. And remember, like, let's not highlight the time that we went to see that wonderful charity Voices down in Bath at the time, and we took some of those lovely ladies some hampers, and it was the overwhelming feeling in that room was just quite extreme, and I had to leave. I'll be honest. I wasn't sad, but it really hit me actually.
It's hot. Do you remember though when we had to pretend to be the Sainsbury's delivery
Oh,
man
it's the best one.
and
Yeah.
woman? So
So-
we bought toys for Christmas.
That's right. We turned up at a house. Hayley we're now working for Sainsbury's with a clipboard. And they had the mother and the 2 children at her feet because they were quite young. And we had to basically blag our way to the house to get gifts into the house all through Sainsbury's.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one of those really strange occasions that we just, that was off a request actually of someone, wasn't it? So that was another random one.
Did you have a Sainsbury's high vis?
No, we had a clipboard.
We had a clipboard.
Strong.
But all Sainsbury's
Classic.
carrier bags, so to make it look very authentic.
Yeah, so all the toys were wrapped in Sainsbury's carrier bags.
Yeah,
So we
very
just looked like
authentic.
it's not click and collect for Sainsbury's, is it? It's
I don't know.
Can be if we want it to be.
Yeah, it is now. It is now. If not, they can have that $1 million idea.
no, that's
upstairs.
Tesco.
Whoa!
they just take some money.
Every little helps, man.
Dropping.
Every little helps.
So yeah, it's nice all these wonderful little randomnesses that we
A lot of cool
have
things over the
managed
years.
to do.
Yeah.
What's the most random challenge, do you think, that we've done?
Oh, Kilimanjaro.
Do you think?
Because it's so extreme in the context of we thought we were training on a few walks and stuff, but when you actually arrive in Africa, it's
We went up Penny Fan and
we
I
thought
remember
we-
thinking, oh yeah,
this is
we've
it.
done a good day's training there.
We're onto this.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just think the difference in the terrain and just remembering like not sleeping much because of the cold and all these different variants and stuff. And I must admit, just this Kilimanjaro, I remember I've never cried so much like a 4-day period. And I don't know why I was crying, but I was just crying, whether it's the altitude, whatever. It was just extreme.
I think that's such a hard thing to train for as well.
Yeah, how do you replicate those conditions?
Like,
You can't.
No.
You just got to go and
Suffer.
And we went,
generally.
hope for the best.
Yeah.
we went, obviously the leader of the group was Dawn, who sadly passed away since, but it was my sister-in-law. And her courage and everything about her really, her sort of integrity. And I didn't know till after the trip actually. So she was diagnosed with terminal cancer anyway. But so the story goes, a nurse pre-Kilimanjaro has told her she couldn't do it. So when she heard that, she was like, do you know what I'm going to go and do? And it's a great testament to the strength of individuals, especially through her. And I think, as you were there as well, obviously it sort of led us, because it was hard. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't know about you else.
Do you think, by a mile?
Yeah.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Do you think you're one of these people that if someone tells you you can't do something, it makes you want to do it more? Because some people makes go...
I think I'm one of
people
those
don't.
really annoying people, actually. I'm not that I want to prove anybody wrong or right. I just want to know why. So I'm known as a parent growing up, my kids, one in particular, I was always that annoying parent that asks the question, why is this and why is that? And it's swung into like charity. So I'm always asking, not why how charities work, but like why are things the way they are? And I think we're talking about the sort of more of a context around kindness and stuff. Obviously, we all believe and understand it's quite a simple thing to do, yet many others don't. So you could argue, even in that context, on a much broader scale, we are asking and challenging people, why is it like that?
Yeah.
We all know there's lots of things in life that's not fair, and that's the fact. That's life. But I've never felt I had to prove what someone said, but always a bit like I've always asked why.
Always questioned.
Yeah.
Do you believe that, what am I trying to say? That if people put their mind to anything, they can achieve it?
Oh, without doubt.
Yeah,
there's a few like if you like health related stuff, but on the whole, if people have that much belief, and I know Ross spoke about it a little while ago in the documentary on New York. If you strip away everything and just go, right, you can be, I think most people can. But unfortunately, a lot of society and our situations of our lives don't promote that. In fact, the opposite.
Do you think men and women can achieve the same things?
Oh yeah. Why would that?
Yeah.
Not be the case?
Because I think there's a particular challenge, and I don't know what it's called,
Right.
that we could maybe demonstrate now. And apparently men...
Oh,
Jimmy's
yeah.
face.
Well, you and Ross are going to do a challenge together.
No, all of us are going to do it.
Right.
And see if the look... Is that right?
Yeah.
So men apparently can't do it and women can.
Before we move from this sofa, can you please elaborate what it is?
I don't...
It's basically, I think it was born from, I want to say Mike Tyson or one of the famous boxers.
Yeah, okay.
So basically,
like us.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah. We can relate.
Esteemed elite athletes.
Yeah. We haven't been in jail, have we? No.
And I don't know, like, what's the technique? Like, not ducking when you're like dipping underneath things
Yeah.
for boxing.
Yeah.
Basically, they reckon a woman can do it because something to do with their genetic makeup. They can like basically get the swing,
Yeah.
but men basically physically cannot do it with their eyes shut.
But that's to do with the shape of the hips, though, is it? It's a bit like kicking a rugby ball. So,
That's not actually the one I was talking
So
about.
in-
Oh, is it?
but-
She's gone left.
to elaborate on that, Ross, so in rugby, in the context of rugby, historically, men can kick a ball farther than women in a rugby ball because of the shape of their hips.
So mine was when you're knelt down. You put
Oh,
your-
right. Okay, sorry. Yeah,
So I thought
we're on
gonna
about different
start-
challenges.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then we will face plant and you won't.
apparently. But
I
I
f-
think Ross can do it.
I think I can
I think.
Have you tried?
because I am a lady.
Oh,
No, I think
tried or not?
Go on then.
if it's the one Hayley's referencing,
Yeah.
I think I've done it at home.
And it, okay.
Pause.
Ross, mate, what you do the
No.
weekend, mate? You teach yourself.
And I think I've done it at home
So
successfully.
I've been practicing.
Go on then. So you go first.
I'm not
then
sure
I'll
if I've got
go.
it right,
This is a bit of a worry, isn't it?
You were speaking about it the other day, but then
Yeah.
I think maybe you might have done it, Hayley. I think you might have done it,
yeah.
but then no, none of the blokes done it, so I don't know.
Right, you go first.
You'll have to tell me
I
what
think
position to get in.
But we're all going
got
to
off
try
piece a little bit.
this.
Are
Science.
we really?
We're all going to try this.
Thank you, Hayley. God bless you.
How do you start?
On all fours.
Well, luckily, there's some dogs barking next door, so it's fine.
Oh, now the camera makes
And
sense.
then go like this.
Pause.
All for this moment.
On like that, and then you do that.
Then what?
And then
I basically I can't put my hand on the floor now.
no.
You what?
Yeah, so then he's got to put your hands behind your back and stay in that position.
I can't.
Without-
Honest-
Yeah, and then the other one.
No.
There.
I can't do that. Well, no, Ross,
bravo.
mate. Tell you what, this.
I generally
Call me
don't
Rosie.
think my rotator cuffs will allow
No,
me
my
to do it
shoulders
anyway.
won't let me do that.
We all try in life.
So
You
basically
just
want
said
one
any
of us
man
to,
or
like,
woman can
face
achieve anything
plant
they
the
want.
floor.
You just put. Say again, Ross.
Go
We're
on.
literally on record of saying any man or woman can achieve what they want.
If their shoulders work, yes.
Which also might involve face planting the floor.
Can you put, Hayley, do you want a cushion? In case you face plant.
Well, I feel like the pressure's
But then you've done it the other day, so
That's
you know you can do it, don't you?
Ah, do you know what? John, what do I feel being set up here? There's something not right here. Oh my God. I'm going to go.
Yeah, I'd say. You basically just can't plant your hands on the floor.
See, your hips work.
Yeah.
And your glutes work.
Gymnast.
Do you reckon you got it?
Probably not, no. I generally don't know if I could get my arms behind my back like that.
John, you want to go third. So, no, John's going to go third. So we can always
all
have the
right, John,
butt
you
jokes
do.
last.
John, you do this one, and then you, Jimmy, you do the one that Ross is on about with the ducking and
Same
diving.
one.
Yeah,
Same
so
one.
basically on all
It's
fours.
not.
And then
Well, I can tell you now. I'm going to bring your knees forward. Yeah.
yeah.
That's it.
And now
One arm.
yes, he cheat. No, he cheat. Cheat.
That's fine. What's wrong with that?
Because he put his out. Yeah, see?
Oh, did he?
Anal Adam is on it.
Yeah. Producer Alex has a new name.
Alex, you're actually the TMO. Your thoughts, Alex?
Yeah, see? I weren't being anal, was I?
Right.
Because he put the arm out like that.
So, Jim,
Yeah.
basically, I need Jimmy to fail, in which case then...
He's always going for it. Yeah, give him a round. No, hang on.
Oh, he's got an aid. He's got an aid.
Not that one. That's a beautiful cushion. Yeah, but use one of the others.
Yeah, do you want this one?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, no, he's going for it.
Right. Yeah. I think the trick is to keep your
Knees.
knees close to your.
To be fair, I could
Yeah.
tell, like, instantly
Yeah, tuck your
that I
knees
was
like
gonna
close to
find
your
that hard.
elbows. Oh, hello.
Yeah,
on.
same.
You tried.
Alex, is pass or a fail?
It hasn't made the cut yet, Jimmy.
Right, come on, Jim. You got this. You got this. That's it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yes.
You can do it.
Well, no, because then you just
No.
leant back.
You've
No,
got to
because
put
it's
that other one and
your
then-
arms got to be
First
both
and then
back
get up.
and then go.
Go on.
What a bit of VAR on that. We've been actually
You did
replaying.
exactly the same thing twice.
Yeah.
Right. One arm.
Try doing it the other way round. So that's it. And then try go now. Boom.
No, I don't think.
Whilst he's there, should we try and do the one?
other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but I feel...
Yeah, you might be better at this one. You need to be with Ross.
This is the one I was referencing a minute ago.
So what? This is another one that women can do and men apparently can't do. Is that right? Is that what you said? Yeah. Right. And it's like a boxing thing. Yeah. Right.
I put my arm out. You initially got to just dip underneath it. Right. And then, but when you do it, you've got to go like one and then come back round.
So keep doing it.
And then now you've got to close your eyes and try and do it. Like they say, puts it 30
Do you- No, he's not.
There you are.
We wouldn't want to make you feel a baboon again.
Or a
A
buffoon.
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 So do a couple with like your eyes open, and then close your eyes and try and do 30 reps.
Jimmy, you cheated.
Yes, buffoon.
I feel like that should be a fourth.
Thank you for that.
To be fair, you're actually ducking them shots pretty
They-
well.
they
Like, your
were
hips,
good.
actually, they were good.
Thank you.
They were doing all right there.
Yes.
good
Can I
flexibility.
go for a wee?
No.
No.
It's filmed now, so.
Yeah,
Go on
can't.
then.
Unless someone can replace you in the meantime.
Oh, that'd be good. Like a little
yeah,
transition.
Wanted.
So
Yeah.
if there's someone out there, I can tag
Have
in.
you got a twin that you could tag in? If you got a twin, you could tag in.
No, I do need a wee though.
Just
and
something
I'm
that like,
I'm
looks
an
similar.
adult.
Someone bring the doll out the cupboard.
Yeah. Cut.
Is there a substitution out there, Alex? No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Alex, why don't you
Alex,
fill in?
Get in, mate. Alex, get in. Come on, mate.
Alex, I feel you need to do the challenge because now we're level pegging, mate. We're 2-2. So this
we're
sofa
a
can
charity
do
of
it.
equality.
That sofa nailed it.
Everyone gets
so if
treated
you
the
can
same.
do it, then obviously those guys win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone gets treated the same. Come on. There we go.
There we go.
Jimmy, could you
This is
actually
literally-
feel like I could feel instantly I wasn't going to be able to do that. As
This
soon
is-
as I took one,
This is
I
a
was like,
huge moment, man. This is a
Yeah,
face.
this is.
A face reveal of Alex. Oh!
No, you cheated.
Mate, we can't give that as a pass, surely.
Alex.
Mate, that was better than both
Alex, you
yours.
moved your knees.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
I know that, but is that
Failure.
passable?
A TMO said no.
Yeah. All
Mate,
right.
if that's on the fence, mate, so
Yeah.
basically no
It's
one
not
wins.
even on the fence. It's more the garden.
Right. Anyone else we can drag in to do that? Just to
Randomers.
Just to
Other
finally get
people
an
on the
answer?
estate.
Hey,
Alex just done it.
He
Well,
failed miserably.
yeah. He was swaying a lot as
He
he
done
come
the
back
first.
up.
Yeah, no, the first challenge.
No, the first one.
No, he didn't.
Well, we needed him to
He had a
do
bit
it
of a stumble
for-
on his
for
knees,
like a
but he was
decider.
sound.
Disappointing.
I don't know if that's a pass, mate, if I'm honest.
Did he actually?
Yeah, but he just rocked a lot on the way
I don't
back.
believe
He
that.
rocked a lot.
I don't believe that he would have.
He did, yeah.
What, in front of the camera?
Yeah. That's no one was clocking. I said it's a massive moment because it was like a face reveal for
Alex,
Alex.
self-evaluating, is that a pass?
He's like the
is
Stig of
that a pass,
SFC.
though? Are you giving that as a pass or not?
Did he do it? So what's this about? There's also another challenge that I can't do. And they say it means you're going to die young.
Oh, it's not do that.
And
then.
it's
Good.
What is it?
sat on the floor.
Oh.
Oh, dear Lord.
If it involves crossing your legs, then again, I'm
It
out.
does.
Well, I'm out
Legit
then.
does.
Can't do it.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do that. Let's be out then.
Crossed and that? Yeah, cross. Yeah, that's it.
And then you
Stand
got to get up.
And then you got to stand up, like.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's mental.
Yeah, I think.
So does that mean you're gonna?
I think you've cracked it, Els.
Are you gonna die young now,
Well, she can.
That's good to know.
Way past
or does that mean you're gonna have a long life?
She's not about 30. John, she's not about 37.
Come on, that's going to get some laughs. Yeah, come on, our views are up then. Ross, can you do that one as well?
Yeah.
I assume you can, mate. Do all
Yeah, I
your
can.
challenges.
Come on then. Billy Big Balls.
Rockabye, baby.
Rockabye baby.
Well, yeah, otherwise that would be
You
cheating.
can tell he's from.
Oh, it's just, it made me look easy, didn't it? Does that make you feel bad as well?
Well, no, I just can't
Fine.
do it.
I'm good for
I
that.
can't even cross my
I
I
legs.
told you,
Yeah.
Benjamin Button.
Well done, Benjamin.
Thank
Come
Big
on,
round
your,
of applause for Benjamin.
your turn.
Right?
Your turn.
No, it's okay. I can't even sit down like that. I'd love to, but actually, no.
John?
I can't even cross my legs. I don't know how I do it.
I feel like I need to get closer to this.
I generally can't even cross my legs.
Do I?
Right, we're going to go back serious now,
I've literally
kids?
got the flexibility of a broomstick. Right.
Serious? All right, serious Sally.
Oh.
How do you feel about the OG podcast being recorded?
Oh, I'm not happy.
As in
I'm
filmed.
really nervous. Can you not tell? I've just done some stupid things in public that everyone's going to see. I'm really nervous about that. And I feel my self-confidence at all-time low.
I think
Now
I
you're being
might
dressed.
mention like on the first one that I like the
You
idea of
did.
doing a podcast because
Yeah.
then I'm not being filmed.
And now
And then
here
the
you
second
are,
one, we're being filmed.
facing your
Does it
fear.
matter really, John?
But is this to break in to the top 10, I assume?
Well,
Like most
we
listened
must
to
have 5 or 6 million
podcasts.
listeners now, surely.
Yeah.
Well,
have
I'm
to ask
actually,
Adam.
Are we like rolling in it? I mean,
I'm really offended because we put a plea out last week
Yeah.
for anybody that'd like to come on the podcast. We've had nothing.
Oh, dear.
Nothing.
Absolutely
That's
zilch.
disappointing. I think actually people are quite nervous to speak anyway in public.
possibly.
I think that's one of the biggest things.
Oh, just right. I've got a question in my mind. If you could have one guest on the podcast, like forget money, forget status,
Oh,
etc.
amazing.
Anyone.
Who are you choosing? They've got to be alive. Is the only condition.
John Cena.
John Cena.
The wrestler?
Cena,
That's so
The
good.
wrestler?
Yes.
That's so random.
God.
Go on, John.
Why?
Choose the Undertaker.
No, come on.
Is that the one with the beard and no hair?
Jimmy, I have
That's
never
right, that's
known.
Dwayne
You're about-
Johnson.
Yeah, you're about Triple H.
If
I
I
don't
had to
know.
bet, I wouldn't have even thought he would know
Who
he
John
is.
Cena is? No.
I don't know.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Why?
Are you a secret?
Yeah, go on. What's your
I'm a
rationale?
closet WWE person.
Do you like him from, because he's an actor now as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in
It's
films.
all real. None of it's made up. It's all real.
Jim's just trying to get down in that younger demographic.
No, I said he's now in movies as well as, I think he still wrestles, isn't he?
Yeah, a bit.
Like,
He's recently made a comeback, just so you know.
why John,
Allegedly.
Are
why
you
John
like
Cena?
a super fan or something?
Possibly.
Do you watch it?
Now and again.
Ross, if you had to pick a
on, then.
wrestler, who would you pick?
Yes. Come on, Roscoe.
I think that's easy. Undertaker.
Yeah, see, that's
Just so we
what
can
I'd
have.
go for.
dun.
Yeah,
That's all I
Oh,
want. And he just comes out the coffin.
I tell you, hell, I've got you. Go on.
I only know The Rock.
Okay, so you'll be Ronda Rousey. She's the baddest bitch in town.
Yeah, boy. Is she actually there?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she
she was
is.
She was
Yeah.
MMA, whatever it's called. She was a world champ at that. And then
Yeah,
she,
she
went to
was.
Is this
wrestling.
real?
Yeah,
or
no, serious.
WWE?
She was a
No,
bad.
she originally was in MMA
So,
and then took part in like wrestling for like a few.
So basically, how
a load of them do the
I'm a
crossover.
lover.
Yeah,
not
you would be
a fighter.
literally
Like Floyd
the-
Mayweather.
She
as well,
was
didn't he?
known as the something like this, the worst bitch on the in world.
I
wars.
don't really want that title.
Yeah.
But she was cool though.
How many
Well,
times?
no,
She
she's
won.
a
She won a few
bitch.
titles, didn't she?
Yeah, no, she was the first to sort
won
of
a
break
few.
into. Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
So are you having her or The Rock?
Sorry, producer Alex. Or
Anal Adam.
Go on then.
That is so random.
I
you
only
got The
know
Rock?
The Rock.
Do you know what his first name is? His proper name, sorry.
Hang on,
Close.
You got it? Do a.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yes,
bang on.
Hayley for knowing it.
My sister
Bring it up.
had
Well
the
done.
biggest crush on him and had a
I
car
thought something
called-
else was going to be said then.
Jono, what about you now? You going wrestling, mate? Come on.
Funnily enough, no. Mine.
What?
I have
I
you
would-
down as a Shawn Michaels. Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
As anyone, if I could pick anyone, wrestling, I would go Undertaker.
Oh.
Copycat. Copycat.
Anyone, I would go for James Blunt.
You're
singer?
beautiful.
Honestly,
Does
he
he
is-
wrestle?
You're
He is
beautiful.
Does he get
Wrestle?
copyright striked?
Does he
You're
wrestle?
beautiful.
No, he doesn't. I don't believe so.
It's true.
Have you ever
Rationale?
seen him though on any like podcast or being interviewed?
What, wrestling?
No,
No.
not wrestling. He's so funny.
I thought
He is
you'd
so
go
funny.
for
Honestly, like
who's the Iceman that does
He'd
all
be
like the mad
amazing.
challenges?
Wim
Wim
Hof.
Hof.
That's who I
he's
thought
a-
you'd go for.
The
he's
only
a-
thing is,
he's
I've
a
seen
dude.
him. I've seen him on so many. Like I've listened to so many like podcasts and stuff with him on. But then I don't know what sort of more like he could add.
Why
James-
James Blunt?
Honestly, he'd just be such a hoot.
Right, here we go. Let's go this
He'd be
one then.
such a hoot. Honestly, he's so funny.
Can we get producer Alex? Can we get James Blunt on the podcast?
Just give me Facebook friend him or something. You'll pop in.
Send him a DM. He'll definitely say
He
yes.
generally
Next
is
one
like
for you.
a massive piss taker.
If you
Like,
had
he's
to
so funny.
choose a woman to lead the world,
Oh,
all nations.
Well, hold on. We've got to get there too first, surely, and then we can.
What?
Who are you
We haven't
inviting
picked
on?
our celeb.
Yeah, who's your celeb?
Oh, sorry, I didn't. we're doing
I
celebs.
don't really rate
I
celebs.
thought we were doing wrestlers.
All right then,
go on.
non-celeb. Who you getting on? Alex.
Hey, famous film star? Oh, that's a bit weird.
Who?
Famous film star, something you like watching TV.
There's got to be someone you'd just like to just have a conversation with.
Yeah.
My
Not celebrity.
Mine's a bit topical, and he's on basically every podcast, so we might actually be able to get him.
Who's that?
But I would get that Hardy Skeezer, Russ Cook,
Oh, yeah.
because he's just done a load of charity work.
Yeah, he has.
He's decent PR for us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I generally don't know how he done that.
No.
Like,
Happiness.
Jimmy's
I don't know how
telling
he
me
had any
Andy
feet
Cope.
left.
You do know they can see you.
Yeah, I
so-
know. You're trying to help you out here because you're visually impaired.
so Hayley, who you going for?
Andy Cope.
Oh, bless you.
All right, yeah, decent.
He's
Yeah.
that.
To be
good.
fair,
Yeah,
yours
he's great.
is probably the most
Feasible, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's-
Jim,
Who do I get?
absolutely no chance.
Who's that?
John Cena.
John Cena, he ain't coming on.
Yeah, no, this is a wrestler. No, we're going.
I reckon I've actually got.
Oh, no, hang on. We're not talking wrestling. I know he's just a little bit of filmmaking. So favourite would be.
Oh, he's backtracking.
Oh, yeah, you
no,
don't do that. Why'd you get 2 options?
So we're picking another one now.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, see that's
Absolute.
strong.
Absolute
Yeah,
man.
quality.
Yes, Denzel
Oh,
Washington, very
come
famous
on,
film star,
Clark.
Hayley.
Thank you.
Lord.
What's he in?
Many things. Is it Equalizer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Haven't
wastes a
seen
lot
it.
of people.
What's the one that he done the Broadway show on? Maybe Fences, possibly. So he basically then
Vague
starred in a Broadway show. That he either like wrote or produced or something like that. But basically, the showing of it was at the theatre where he first got rejected when he was like
that's
just
cool.
going
That's
for
right,
like
yeah.
a basic role in show.
So you just went on a
And
bit of
then
an ego
multiple
trip.
years on,
Yeah,
he's then the main guy
dog.
delivering a show.
That's a bit of an ego trip, isn't it?
That's quality,
A big
innit?
F you.
That,
like.
yeah.
What would you
So,
rather? Yeah,
lady.
dilemma?
So a lady or woman to lead all the countries of the world. Who would that be? One standout for me. So obvious. But I'm not going to say it until you three guys have
Are you going to give a serious answer?
Oh yeah, definitely serious.
Oh, because you're looking a bit mischievous.
It would change the Western world. But I'm not going to say it because you're. So-
I'm not very good
Blimey.
with politics.
Or
I think-
anybody, not this year politician. Oh, well done, Alex,
All right,
for butting
producer
in.
Alex,
oh,
it's
for
not
thank
about
for
you.
busting me.
And why
Yes.
is that?
That's decent to be
Yeah,
fair.
Have you ever
rationale?
listened to her speak? Obviously, her husband had a good old go trying to sort out a
Well
few
enough.
bits and pieces
Smash
in the
that.
US. And unfortunately, because of the system, this is just my thoughts, that stopped and things like the gun laws and stuff didn't go through, didn't get passed for many, many reasons. But if you listen to her speak about people, humanity, she's really clear. She's very articulate, but also she's very believable, and also she's a mum. I think of all the people I've ever heard, if like in politics, even though she's not a politician, she was a wife of. She was an amazing lady, and I actually do think if she took hold of the states, as an example, she'd make a massive difference.
I thought he was great as a president.
Yeah, I think you tried hard.
Has
but
she ever gave any indication that she might run?
Don't
Because
think
it's
so.
like it's more common in the States
Yeah,
for
I
then
don't
like
think so.
sort of
Yeah.
Well,
partners to then
anyone
run.
Clinton
can,
done it,
can't
didn't he?
they?
I don't think it's ever really happened over here, though, is it? Not particularly like a sort of partner of
No.
sort of politician that's then decided to run.
Not off the
It's more
top
the
of my head.
States,
I
isn't
think
it?
so, yeah.
It tends
Yeah.
to happen. Yeah, good shout.
Yeah, that's probably the best shot you're going to get.
Yeah,
Or the other one would have been it's a lady called Arden who was the PM for New Zealand for a while. She is pretty terrific.
yeah, she chose to step down, didn't she?
Yeah, she is. She was pretty powerful, but also you listen to her and you believe what she was saying. Actually, which is quite good.
I think she got quite a lot of praise during COVID, didn't
Yeah,
she?
well, she basically kept
How she
COVID
like
out.
managed that.
Yeah, she kept COVID out of New Zealand for quite a long time. Well, not her personally, but yeah, she did put things in place.
Wow.
So that was a bit deep.
Yeah, that just went a bit left.
I know. Straight on to the political talk.
Yeah, I'm not very good with politics.
It's not really. It's about leaders. This is more about leadership, isn't it? I know we talk about a lot of the charity about leaders of whatever.
So do you reckon we could get her on board?
Yeah, I reckon.
Potentially.
Yeah,
Do you reckon she could be a new trustee?
I think she could actually.
Yeah.
I still think we've probably
What,
got more
Michelle?
chance of that than
Yeah,
getting John
Michelle.
Cena on.
Yeah, mate.
Probably
I don't
right,
reckon
actually.
far.
Yeah.
She's
Well, they
very
might-
stylish
Well, it
too.
might be funny if we're really greedy, get them both to come from the States and pop in, could we?
Oh,
they could both,
100%.
they could both become
Yeah.
trustees. to be
I mean,
fair.
That'd be cool.
we've basically got a flight path out there that, you know, they could land.
She ain't earned the right, mind. She ain't earned
Hey?
the right.
Yeah, true. She hasn't earned
Well,
the
that's
right.
true.
That's
Yeah.
What would she have to do to earn the right?
She could have been mentoring, couldn't she?
Bit of volunteering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bit volunteering.
Imagine.
All right, she'd be okay.
Yeah.
Pretty magical session that would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Cena can just like rock around and just have
Yeah,
all his
John
gold
Cena, he
on.
could just
They'd
lift
give money.
stuff.
Just rock
He'd
up.
yeah,
Isn't
just,
it? Yeah.
he'd just give him money.
Yeah,
because
just
it is.
flip over people's cars.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And chuck his chain and show, do his hands out. You can't see me, and that's that.
That is so random that you picked him.
Well, it's quite normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a bit left field.
It was. For you, it was.
But then most things are with you
Yeah.
left
What do you mean?
field.
Yeah.
Well, they're not logical, are they?
Is there
Everything I say is logical, Hayley.
I'm not saying it's not wonderful, but it's not logical.
You sure about that?
Your brain.
Is there like
works.
something he's then like done or said that then you've kind of thought, oh, that'd be amazing to like meet him?
I've just watched him.
Just
Hours.
watched him.
Hours and hours.
I feel like I didn't know this about you. And I don't know if he's being serious.
To be fair,
At least his fancy dress outfit
his
for next
like
week's sorted.
forearms.
So
are, like,
the story
bigger than my
goes. The
neck.
story. This is a Jimmy Random. The story
gigantic.
goes.
Here we go.
We're at Heathrow one day,
And
and
he
it
was there.
wasn't him, but there was a WWE person going through customs or whatever it is, or whatever. And the story. My wife tells the story. She's never seen me so animated and excited about this person. So nobody plays me at all.
For
So
real?
if, like, no, seriously, so if the king or whoever queen turned
Yeah.
up, we're like, yeah, it's just Charlie.
Did
Camilla.
you get a selfie?
No, he was too big.
What to fit in the?
He was
in the-
massive.
You,
like,
you
go-
couldn't zoom
you
out
go-
at that point on
Speak to him.
cameras.
No, I just salivated.
They say they say you should never meet a hero.
What?
Oh, thank God for that then. Oh, we just saw his
So
back
who
of his
was it
head.
then? Can you say
I
it?
can't remember actually. No, on the series, I kept those two of them. But this guy was absolutely enormous.
Would he not be going through some sort of special?
Yeah, he was.
custom?
He was going through fast track. We were just with the rest of the
Cattle class or whatever.
cattle class.
It would have been better if you'd have got a picture with you completely in it, and then it had just been like him
Back of his
like, up
head.
to his neck.
Yeah. Just touching his knees.
And there's Jimmy just stood next to a pair of legs.
He's not knelt down. He's actually stood up.
That's amazing.
I got a random question then. Who's the most unintentionally famous person you bumped into? So it can't be like a book signing where you've intentionally gone to meet
mine
him.
is strong.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
It is
John,
right.
you
It is.
love him.
Yeah,
You
I
might as
do,
well
to be
lick
fair.
his bum hole.
It's got a big fight coming up soon as well.
Who?
It's got a big fight.
Who?
Tyson Fury.
Met him.
Yeah.
Where?
Can you not remember?
At
You were in
Bolton.
up north,
In
weren't you?
Bolton.
Yeah, it was. So we were at Bolton watching
Bolton.
Bigger question, why were you in Bolton?
Yeah, I was going to say.
watching Bolton versus
Oh,
Arsenal.
football. That's
Right.
right. Yeah.
And then we're having breakfast the sort of day after. And then he was just sat having breakfast with his wife and kids.
What was the establishment you were in whilst you were eating your breakfast?
You allowed to say?
Just the restaurant in the hotel.
Okay.
It's quite a nice ground, actually.
Unbranded.
It's a really nice ground.
I'm
Is it a
branded.
nice hotel?
Yeah, lovely.
I'm trying to work out if like Tyson's like a Premier Inn man or a
So
Trog Lodge man.
the reason he was then staying there was because he was then doing a press conference that day, because that was like maybe a few weeks before he went out to fight Klitschko and then become like the heavyweight champion of the world. He was really pleasant.
Vladimir.
Like, he's a nice guy, and I just took the opportunity.
Is he a bit taller than you, John?
Yeah, slightly. Again, his fist is the size of my head.
Nice.
Yeah. I think he's like 6'9",
6'9", isn't he? 6'9" or something?
Yeah, 6'9".
Yeah, he's big.
6'8",
What, yeah.
6'9". Oh, about 6'4".
With heel, wearing heels.
Well, I was wearing
I'm
James
about
Hills.
6'4", stood on that table. Stood on that table.
Wearing heels.
Ross?
I can't think of anyone, even though I asked the question. I've met like famous people, but it's always been in like orchestrated situations.
I guess like airports, you've always kind of got like a chance,
Yeah,
haven't you?
that's your best chance. Like that, or like
Yeah.
being on a city break somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met.
Back in his heyday, I was lucky enough to meet Johnny Wilkinson, who was just a nice bloke.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have a
decent.
massive
Yeah, he's a
crush on
decent
him.
guy.
What,
He was-
more of a crush than on Big Dwayne?
Big Dwayne or
I
Johnny.
didn't have a crush on The Rock. It was my sister.
Oh,
Yeah, tell the truth, Hayley.
No, The Rock.
Doesn't do it for you.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
But nor does Johnny Wilkinson now even like what he looked like then. He's a bit of a blondie. I'm not,
Right.
Plus, you just,
Alex, who's yours? Try and focus.
I mean,
please.
how interesting are we?
Well, as in-
yeah, he just dozed off again.
who's the most famous person Alex has bumped into?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the most famous you bumped into?
Come on.
You was an extra in a film.
As I was. I've been in Casualty.
Amazing.
Back in the day.
Producer
Alex,
Alex.
What was your role in Casualty?
I was actually a rugby player, and actually in the small bit
That's
there was
decent.
a guy actually. Obviously, it made lie, Teddy. No, a guy got injured playing rugby, and we were like the team that was.
What?
playing
And you
rugby.
were the injured man?
No, bloke was on the floor. And
What were you?
I've never eaten so much food because there's extra. It's brilliant because obviously you get
freebies.
but the food vans. I went with some colleagues or some football friends, rugby players. We'd never ate so much.
So what was your role? You were the injured rugby player?
No,
or you were the team?
we're in his team.
Right.
So unfortunately, our team member broke his neck, and obviously,
What was your team member's name?
I don't know.
Was it the actor?
It was the actor.
He was a
So you had to do a rapport with your
We didn't
fellow
kick him on
actor.
the floor, no.
Have you got the footage?
Oh, somewhere. If you dig back in the archives of
Did you have
Casualty-
to actually act?
Well,
He'll show us his back and it'll just be the back of his head walking out.
we all stood around in a huddle looking over the chap on the floor. Does that count?
Did you get paid?
Yeah.
Did you have any?
How much?
I wasn't much.
Did you have any lines?
No.
Oh.
Non-speaking role. What year was this? How are we going to...
Oh, I would say about 86.
I wasn't even born.
Okay, thank you all of you going, we were not even born then.
Do we think that'd be on
Like
YouTube?
2006.
Do you think that'd be on YouTube? No?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, you reckon it will be?
For sure. Look at him, for sure.
Look for a good looking little blonde hair.
Do you reckon you could find
Slightly
it?
slimmer.
Well, maybe. Don't know.
Can we find it?
We'll leave
I mean,
that one.
the only thing I've got is in 1986.
And
was it Casualty or
rugby
Holby?
Casualty.
I don't think Holby was about them, was it? Holby was the
no.
one later on.
He wants the elite.
So just...
You remember that Casualty was...
So
was
1986,
actually-
Casualty,
remember Casualty was based out of
broken
Bristol.
neck.
It was
Was
filmed out of
it?
Bristol. Yeah, in
What,
the beginning.
BRI?
No, in general, the hospital type thing in the area. Hayley.
God.
Right, talking of yeah, let's go best and worst visits to hospital. Ross.
Oh, God.
Worst visit to the hospital, Ross.
Surely every visit's bad, isn't it?
No.
None of them are
Actually, no,
jolly.
you're right. Yeah, no, that's true.
Thank you, John.
Yeah,
stay
no,
with
yeah,
it, son.
sorry.
Come on, stay with it.
Yeah, that is
If you
true.
found a puppy or something, go on.
Found a puppy.
No. I don't like none of them have been enjoyable.
No good visits.
Eh?
No positive visits to hospital.
Not is any visit positive?
It can be if you think about it.
I seen Sarah Orchard.
There we go.
Oh,
Hey, no, Adam.
Hey.
Ding dong.
I seen Sarah Orchard at work once.
It's a positive experience. She's an
And
amazing lady.
yeah.
Amazing lady.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So-
but that is a highlight. We
But
saw
no.
we saw a nurse working.
In the hospital, yeah.
Hang on, Ross. We did have 300 eggs with us.
To be fair,
Easter
I've
eggs.
seen James a few times when he was on reception. Remember James? It was James, wasn't it?
Project Search.
Yeah.
We like to say Project Search.
So also,
Decent.
if you think about
he
that,
used to work
I've-
on reception, didn't he? That
Yeah,
was quality.
that's
He
it.
would just stop whatever he was doing and then just have a chat
to be
with
fair,
him.
I've
Brilliant.
been really lucky to be part of 3 births.
Yeah.
Oh,
my-
okay.
That's what I was going to say. That's where they
My
were
wives-
clocked then.
Yeah.
To be fair, I have to say, my wives
Oh,
are
yes.
2 children. It was horrific, both events.
Yes. Yeah.
But my third one, latest one, is my grandson. That was a bit nicer.
Yeah,
so that's quite
okay.
Sweet.
Okay.
To be fair, I didn't
Delightful.
think
No,
of
I
that.
didn't think of that
Worst
either.
one is
I was
when.
thinking myself.
Well, let's go best first, shall we?
Just when
You met-
Charlotte had Piper
There we go.
and Gemma had the twins.
Beautiful.
But they're always, a birth is always
Yeah.
going to be.
Positive. Well, I don't know actually. To be
I had
fair,
a couple of.
could be quite traumatic.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a few of those. I had
Well,
a
let's
couple of
look
those.
on the bright side, shall
Okay.
we?
John, what are you, mate? If you your favourite?
Oh, yeah. Highlight, definitely. Obviously, the birth of Poppy. Although,
You try to remember the child's name.
My
well,
daughter,
again,
my
to be
daughter.
fair, there's lots of it that I think my kind of brain is sort of wiped because it was pretty stressful.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I can
think-
understand that as a man.
So like the initial
Oh, yes,
arrival was
poor
quite
you,
stressful, but
John.
then
Yeah.
after that, then yeah, it got.
Did
But I was very much like put back by like how amazing they all were.
and how
It
did
was so
how did Jade
good.
find it? Did she find it as stressful, mate? Or
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, there or thereabouts. Yeah. Worst. I don't really know, really. Well, other than that, every visit's bad,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're just going there when someone's
You're in
like
pain.
broken.
Oh, honestly, I don't know. There's something about hospitals. I think the world needs to change hospitals.
Oh, 100%.
Because just
Yeah.
put some colour or
Yeah.
prettiness in it. They're just the most dull.
So we had a visit recently where Poppy was really unwell, and the sort of hospital again that we sort of like went to, it was just so bland and boring. And bearing in mind there was obviously lots of like little ones there. Again, I just thought, surely just make it a bit more colourful.
Yeah.
You know, like I get that's not the priority.
I remember in lockdown, Do you hear my stomach?
Yeah, I was wondering if that's me or you.
We always had an idea of maybe somehow the red people going in
100%. I
to
think we should do that.
you know, like they take therapy dogs in.
Yeah.
We could be the therapy dogs. Do you know what I mean?
The idea
Go
is
on,
good. It's
be
just Jimmy's
dogs.
face that's
No,
frightening.
we
Makes
could
sense.
be.
To be fair, we got some
providing
nearby.
We just bring the energy and like
Yeah.
be the highlight in people's days.
Some
Yeah.
dance or like, you know, like I know they've got physio.
And then maybe we could then like supply some sort of fun sort of stuff
I
to brighten
think-
up the room, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always comes from when Dad was in ICU. He wasn't really with it, but we used music and dance and it brought so many memories back that so what we said, like, if you just go in and do some dance or singing or something within hospitals or care
That makes
homes
sense, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think also and the irony of all this, even though the buildings may not seem to be very palatial or colourful, whatever, often the people that are inside are just wonderful, colourful souls.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
It's the characters that make that place.
Yeah, and
They're
the doctors,
different.
nurses,
They're
cleaners,
different.
everybody
Different,
that's involved. I think,
I think that's why we've always been drawn to NHS workers, like whether it's
massively.
yeah.
Can you remember there was that period of time where there was the like sort of discussions were going on, weren't they, about privatising it?
Yeah.
And then it was like just instant uproar. That's like one of those that they just cannot touch.
No.
Because
I
people are so
wonder if-
and rightfully so.
I
'cause-
wonder if Michelle Obama would have,
Privatised.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I think
well, probably not because
'cause he wanted to- wasn't he trying to get-
Obama was sort of passing
Yeah.
sort of new legislation, we need to have sort of healthcare more widely available because our healthcare system's like messed up.
Yeah, it's
Even
mad,
that, like
isn't
we
it?
just massively take it for granted, but like we are so fortunate and so
Even though
lucky
it's
to
a
have
bit-
them.
a bit,
But maybe we could do something like that. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Jim, do you want to briefly speak on why we as a charity think that the NHS, or more so the individuals in the NHS, are as amazing as they are, and the small acts of appreciation we
think-
have done?
I think because if you look at the just simple pressures they're under now, I say always under pressure to deliver on what the deliver is. I think we've been really blessed to meet loads of these people, and whether they're doctors, nurses, and some people local GPs and stuff. And on the whole, as humans go, they're lovely. I think the one that stands out for me is in the COVID. Not many people know this, but we had a few. We were very lucky to pop along to the ICU team and not see them, but sort of like pop in and take basically some gifts and stuff. And I think for all of us, I think the memory of seeing the pressure they are under and basically they're actually off their feet and exhausted, yet they still carried on and still gave, because this is interesting. This is pre-vaccines as well. So in essence, they were risking their own lives or their families' lives, which they could carry the potential virus back to, was quite extraordinary, really. And I think you talk about bravery and all those sorts of things. I think there's a really good example, actual frontline people day to day putting it in. And I think we were obviously a slight tangent. We were lucky to invite some of those guys to the ball when it was first after the pandemic. And I know the table of 10 that we had a proper night out, but I think I remember just thinking how lucky we were to be in the vicinity of those guys, and they come to one of our gigs. Because what they do and did do is quite extraordinary. And I think the NHS takes a lot of stick and a lot of criticism for many things. We know there's lots of things that could be better, could be improved. But fundamentally, most of the people that are around the front line are just extraordinary people. And I know most, and we talk about Sarah and a few others that say it's just part of their day-to-day. It's actually not. It's much more than that. And I think for us, as Hayley's mentioned, to be able to connect, be with, or spend time with, or give to, we're really lucky about that. I think that's a great example in society about, you talk about kindness, like that's beyond kindness, so it's really quite wonderful.
And it's quite like almost selfless, isn't it?
Yeah,
100%.
you know.
Are we going to give a table,
That table there, just
a
there,
ball
white-
table to someone within the NHS this year? And also if we do, what, because we've done all the local surgeries, we've done Dorothy House,
Yeah,
we've done
great people.
ICU, we've done
A&E.
A&E, we've also done Southwest
I
Ambulance.
think it'd be really important to do like oncology, sort of cancer wards, whatever.
Okay.
I think because we've not.
I think we've had a lot of loved ones.
Yeah.
That
Impacted,
have-
yeah.
yeah.
I think that's really important to recognise those.
Do we
guys
have a
in particular.
contact?
I'm not sure. I met that lady at the Gary Barlow concert. That took
Yes.
place. Yeah, that's a possibility.
It wasn't Gary Barlow. It was Take That.
Sorry, silly me. That was in Rivington School. They were there a few weeks ago.
Were they? How did we miss this
I
gig?
have no idea. Yeah, no, they're pretty amazing people. I think it's important for everyone at the charity to, if we can recognise their value of the people.
So tickets have gone on sale.
Have they now?
Yeah, they have.
So
Amazing.
we've had one whole table,
Boom.
which was, I think they've been previous years. I think it's
Yeah,
Linda's.
Yeah.
Is it her work lot?
Yeah. I think interesting because it's primarily the very final ball we're going to do for quite a while. I think the enormity of 10 years, but also the venue. Now, I'm quite a cynic about places and stuff, but I remember I went there with yourself, Hayley, and Elena, looked around. It was just blew me away. And I hope and believe that evening for everyone that attends will be hopefully blown away by not only the venue, but the people. We've got a few wonderful speakers, but also the combination of 10 years.
How does it make you feel that it's the last?
I think it's not run its course, but I think, we've been really lucky. We're trying to raise the bar year on year, and it's actually quite difficult.
Sorry,
to do
is that you
I keep
ringing?
vibrating you. That's right, it's my metal hip going on.
Right.
I was like, what's
after
he
the
covering
challenges.
up?
Yeah. Sorry, what was the question again, Elsa? Vibrating.
About it being the final ball.
Yeah, I think there's a need of change anyway.
Yeah.
I think obviously next year, hopefully, there's many things that are planned, looked at. I just think it needs to be a wonderful event, and our aspirations as a group is to make it as good as ever, if not better. I do think moving forward, we're interested around kindness, which has become a much greater dialogue in the charity, either internally and externally. That's not taken over, but that's become much more prominent. And I sat down a week and had a bit of a mind dumping around how hopefully the charity could influence more kindness in society from a practical point of view and from a visual point of view.
I love a brain dump.
Yeah, I just think now and again, when there's so much going on so often, to sit and stop and reflect. And I'm the worst for actually, the best times I find reflection is on holiday. My wife's going to hate me for saying this, but it's about the only
It's just
time
notepad out and pen.
Yeah.
yeah, I do.
You always know when Jimmy
Yeah,
comes
come
back
back
off
with
a
a massive-
holiday,
Oh,
there's going to be the
100%.
most wildest and wacky
Yeah.
ideas going, but something sticks.
Yeah, it does.
And then you run with it.
Yeah.
I've said it many times. Everybody has some great ideas, but if there's clarity in that, I try and look for clarity in whatever the ideas are. I think I keep going back to kindness and if you like the simplicity of it, but also the potential enormity of it is really quite exciting, staggering, whatever the words want to be.
I think the scary thing is it's now needed more than
Yeah.
it was when we first started.
Yeah.
100%.
It's quite sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
But it's generally like now needed like more than ever.
How do you feel being the last ball?
Well, it's going to be a bit emotional, isn't it? Yeah, it's just going to be a bit strange. I mean, sort of 10 years have sort of flown by, pardon the pun. But yeah, I guess then, just kind of rethink and see how it'll evolve from there. But obviously looking forward to it. I mean, the venue's just going to be like insane.
Nuts.
And the fact that then we're going to fly out of there is just going to be marvellous, isn't it? Are we running a taxi service? So Jimmy is training up, right, to be a pilot.
Pilot Dean.
There
Yeah.
was a suggestion that he bungees off the
No.
nose
Oh,
of the...
yes.
Jimmy, don't
No.
say that. It was your suggestion.
Alex, how many views to get Jimmy to bungee off Concord?
Of the
What do
nose
we
of
need to
Concord
break into that
onto a
top
concrete
10?
Yeah,
floor.
put it to the audience, like what, 500 likes?
Yeah.
Yeah, put it to the audience.
Yeah, so 500 likes and Jimmy is going to bungee off of the nose of Concord.
With
We
a
could be
big
at the
countdown.
bottom with that, when the...
Big sheet,
Yeah.
Oh, what, we're just
netting.
catching?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're taking a
But
duvet.
why do I not trust you?
Oh, there's one over there. We've got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put 2 each end, take all precautions necessary.
I think for these OG sessions, we need fresh ideas. Do you know what I mean? Because we see each other all the time.
Sadly.
Why are you being so negative?
He's not forgotten about that cup of tea.
Why are you being so negative? Have you had a
Poison me
hard
with-
day?
You trying to poison me with rat
Poison's
poison?
kicking in.
Look, it's sriracha mayo.
Oh, Jimmy, speaking of
Rat poison?
rat poison, yeah, have you heard about our mice? Have you heard about them?
I don't know.
They've got into your whey protein. One of them comes storming in earlier. He was hench, honestly.
Is this a joke?
No, straight up. He barged Ali out the way. He was massive.
It was like him meeting Tyson all over
He
again.
was.
Was it like John
He is
Cena?
They're
pumped
not back,
on whey
are they?
protein. Well, I don't know if they're back.
They're not back. Tell me they're not back.
Basically, Joey said this morning, is that your whey protein? I said, I believe it's Jimmy's. And he said, don't touch it because the mice have been in it. So just watch out.
What, those
So
might-
they are gonna
those
be
might be
heavy.
ginormous.
The mice are bulking and they ain't
they're
sulking.
massive on the protein. Bulked out mice.
Apparently, one's so big he now can't get out the unit.
We got enough shutter there to let him out. Door's not wide.
Oh,
Oh, never mind.
tastes
Moving
so
on.
gross.
Moving on.
So what's your thoughts?
I
Sorry,
think we should do
elaborate on
a
that.
Q&A at the next.
With who?
With us.
Oh, right. Sorry.
But we need people to send in questions and they don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Do you think,
That's a great
do you
shot,
think that's
actually.
feasible?
Yeah.
So just get like questions.
We've got the thumbs up from producer Alex or
Yeah.
Anal Adam, whichever one he's
Whichever
okay,
persona
good.
he's portraying.
I like that. Is
Yeah.
the next one also being filmed or was this just a one-off?
No, apparently I feel like the filming has thrown us this time.
What? Why the change, Al? What's going on? Right, so hitting all the platforms.
Yeah.
Is that for
Yeah.
every
All the
podcast from now on
platforms.
then?
Just the OGs.
Oh, just the OGs. Right. To be fair, Ross, I can see you got a fresh haircut, mate. Where'd you get that
Yeah,
done?
I
that was
noted.
an establishment in the
Noted.
southwest.
Oh,
And it's for
decent,
television.
decent. Any particular
Haley's
barber
had a bit of
that
work.
cut your hair, mate, or not?
No.
No?
John, you had any work done for this?
I haven't, mate. No,
He's
I was
got a
waiting.
nice trim beard.
You sure you haven't trimmed for this?
No.
Have you not trimmed?
No, I don't believe
You
no.
sure?
Are you wearing your pubic wig?
I was waiting for hair and makeup for half an hour and it just nothing happened.
To be fair, I actually shaved this morning.
Fair play.
Oh,
On your
decent.
face?
Yes.
So the Q...
Oh, that'd be so good. The Q&A, when was the last
So
time
the-
you shaved?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think a Q&A, if we can get that...
So we basically want people just to send in some questions for us. Oh, right.
Anything about anything.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, decent.
I think that's the best suggestion I've ever had.
Well done, Hayley. I tell you
Yeah.
what.
I'm going to clap myself.
Terrible prankster, but you know,
Yeah.
good at suggestions.
I know, I should stay in my lane, shouldn't
Yeah,
I?
no, that was, yeah, it was a
That's
swing and a miss,
That's
wasn't
a
it?
fast day now, isn't it?
It was a swing
You do
and a
live
miss.
in the fasting. No, I'm not going to drink that poison.
No, but that was my I don't think pranking is my strong point.
Everyone has their strengths.
Yeah, mine ain't pranking.
Word.
Man ain't pranking.
Man ain't pranking.
Man ain't pranking, y'all.
So, Aaron, what's your greatest, for all of us, your greatest quality? Oh, bit of self-reflection.
Honesty.
There, kids.
Bloody hell, he
Nice.
dropped a grenade.
Honesty.
You're saying you're honest.
Why do you think I'm not?
No, I'm just asking the question.
Well, to be fair,
Stop
she
overthinking
did
it.
own up to the T.
Yeah, true.
did
I
own up to the
did,
T.
yeah.
See, that's always my golden rule when you're pranking.
What,
is
don't
again,
own-
no, you have to then own up to it.
Oh, I was going to say,
Innit?
don't
If you
own-
do the prank, then you own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then equally, when you then haven't done it, then you'd be like, oh, that's not
Yeah,
me. And then people
Roscoe,
believe it.
what's your...
I don't know. I'd have to sit and think on
No,
that.
just
No,
say...
get off the fence.
Right, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect.
No,
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
I think I always move with the right intentions. So even if I get stuff wrong,
Oh.
it's coming from the right place.
Is that
That wasn't
integrity?
one word, was it?
Oh.
John, to you.
Say integrity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go on, do it. Integrity.
Is that what that is, though?
Ish.
Can't both have integrity.
You can't.
Yours is the same.
What?
What did you say?
Honesty.
It's part of integrity.
Okay, so no, you need to be more specific then.
One word, please, Ross. One word answer.
One word.
Integrity.
Oh,
that's
Ross,
not-
did you just think of that?
You said integrity is a cluster.
Ross, don't be a sheep.
I think you're being the sheep following me, Yanana.
No, I'm not a monkey.
Right, take integrity out.
Right.
What else
Integrity's
are you?
gone.
John.
Yeah, but Ross hasn't got one.
Yeah,
He ain't got any, is he?
what's your greatest quality?
Humble.
Oh, that's
Like
a
that.
strong one.
Oh, yeah.
See, he's done it again. That was my second choice.
Oh, yeah, Jim, you
Can't believe it.
What's your
gonna be
greatest
taken.
quality, John? We know what your greatest not quality is.
Go on.
I've got one.
Go on.
I've got one.
You run.
I feel this is going to be mean.
Go on,
You
John.
ran when Jilly lost her glasses.
Oh,
What's that word?
He's not a team player.
That's for coward.
Coward.
honestly,
Yeah.
horrific. I'm actually then going to say the one that I think Jimmy actually gave me a few years ago. And at the time,
Ooh.
I don't necessarily think I agreed with
Throwback.
it. Sensitive.
Yes, that's
You
a good
are.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as time's gone on, I kind of know. I get it.
As you've matured.
Yeah.
Like a
like cheddar cheese.
Yeah. Cheddar cheese.
Mini baby bell.
Jim.
Loving.
Fair.
He's
Yeah.
a good lover.
No, not lover.
Loving.
You're loving.
He gives good loving.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I think Alex has got to have one.
I think he wants
What?
he wants us to wrap it up now.
Come on. Best quality.
Your greatest quality, Alex.
Greatest quality. What are we going for?
Can you call him his full? Oh,
Oh, he's on brand. He's on
he is,
brand.
isn't he?
on brand.
Dear.
Hashtag ability to be kind.
You're right, Al. You are always kind. I literally
What's
said I don't
your-
want to be on
what's
camera.
your-
Next episode.
What's the
on
opposite
camera.
of best? Worst. What's your worst quality?
My worst quality is timekeeping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm terrible
Yeah.
at timekeeping.
Yeah.
All right, let's agree with me.
I mean, no.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
Go on, Hayley. I got one for you.
Oh, go on then, please,
No,
and
no,
Alan.
no, it's yours.
please,
He's sat over there with
analyse.
a loaded gun.
No.
It's not about me.
Come on, say.
No, go on.
You can't say that. Come on. Look, he's being a teenager now.
Ross,
No, don't be a
Skip.
cop out. Bully him into answering it.
go on.
I'm waiting for you.
Yeah,
I'm
we're waiting.
forgiven.
Unforgiven.
Oh, brutal.
Shut to the
He's gone below the belt there.
Shots fired.
How many chances would you give
Oh, yeah.
someone?
Hayley, just can we please move
How
on?
many strikes?
He
and they're
he
gone.
won't answer it.
How many
look.
strikes?
He's doing the deflection.
Yeah.
Ross?
I think I'm a bit pedantic about the details.
I don't think
if I have something that if I have a vision of how something looks and it don't look, even though it's achieved that, I'm not necessarily happy with it. If that makes sense.
critical on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Gibbs?
Probably a bit too forgetful. I'm terrible
Oh,
with
that's-
dates.
yeah.
And your
I'm
daughter's name.
Terrible with
There's
dates. Which does include,
No,
birthdays as well. Rubbish.
You said yours, Jim?
Yeah.
Timekeeping.
Thank you.
Timekeeping.
Cool. I think that's basically the end of it. I think Alex wants us to wrap it up. So we need
wrap
500 likes for Jim to jump off a plane.
Decent. How
How
many questions?
We also need your questions to get involved because that's going to be the theme of the next OG episode. And Alex is pointing at his phone, but I don't know what it means.
Oh, check your
Oh,
phone.
check.
This is all showbiz.
Here we go.
Is that
Also, completely off the top of my mind now.
wait, question,
Go on.
Kevin.
No, it's obviously mention. We need to mention the fact that it's Mental Health Month in May because obviously we are all about mental health, and we've put a few things out on our social media about it. And obviously, yeah, we try and encourage positive mental health. So if anyone is struggling, obviously get in contact with the charity. Look out for friends, families, and basically treat people with kindness because it goes a long way.
Indeed.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's been your Kindness Cafe. Hopefully we filled up your kindness cup. Until next time, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect.